Can you rely on your log analysis to detect target attacks? The answer is no. So here's the thing. Log analysis is facing two main obstacles. The first one is the security controls that produce these logs. They cannot produce too much logs because you will not be able to store them, process them with your SIEM, and there will be no security analyst that will be able to go through all of these logs or all of these alerts. So they have to give up on lots of events. Also, because they are real time, they cannot investigate further. They cannot really choose the alerts based on how relevant they are or based on how much they are really an attack or a legitimate application. Because they cannot investigate further, they have to write anything they face. If there's a process that's being created, they will just log that, whatever it is, a legitimate application like Chrome or a malicious application like Netcat. They cannot really investigate further because they don't have the capability to be real-time and as well in-depth. With that, it leads that these tools do have different bypasses and different ways that the malware can run and still not produce much logs or the security control doesn't produce any logs at all about that malware. And we have seen that on different NDRs, ADRs, or network detection response or endpoint detection response, and also the known tools like Sysmon and others. And that's the first obstacle. So if you are only relying on log analysis and you are not going one step farther than that, you might meet a malware that actually bypass this log analysis tool and stay forever in your system or stay for months in your system completely undetected by your security analyst just because there is no logs has been produced uncovering this malware. And what you're going to need to do is you need to take one step further. You need to have a threat hunting process in place. And this threat hunting process doesn't have to rely on the same security controls or the same logs that you have used for alerting. It should go one step further. It should go into the system itself, collecting different system artifacts, non-volatile artifacts or volatile artifacts, collect memory dumps or memory information. Use PowerShell frameworks like Kanza or using different tools like Cape, for example, or Dumbit or Volatility to investigate the machine further and actually collect suspicious artifacts and analyze them through your threat hunting process. With this way, you can go beyond the logs and go and discover the attack and the malware yourself with more in-depth investigation. Of course, that takes lots of time to perform one in-depth investigation onto one machine, so you need to have lots of automation in place. Kanza and Cape provide a little bit of automation, and you need to add more layers of automation to process their information, to investigate them, to correlate information together, and able to understand what's actually happening on that system. Is it infected or not? If there is a malware there or not? If there is an attacker is inside this machine or not? And this is the first obstacle that you will have to work on getting through it. The second obstacle, the second issue that faces log analysis is the massive amount of logs. Let's be clear, your security analyst will never get through all the alerts that's being produced by your security controls. 50% is the average, or around 48% is the average of logs that being, or the alerts is being analyzed by the security analyst or being at least seen by the security analyst. So you have lots of alerts that's not even seen by your security team. What are you gonna do? Well, you need to add a context. So you need to choose the 48% that you're gonna analyze, or the 50%, or even the 60% you're gonna analyze from your alerts has to be the one that matters. So you need to add a context to your logs. The first step is to use threat intelligence. Especially threat intelligence is customized for your organization, for your business sector, for your country, for the type of attacks that might target you specifically, might target the software or the different technologies you are using in your organization. And with this threat hunting, threat intelligence information, you can brutalize a little bit your logs. That's the first step. But with some target attacks, or many of the target attacks we see nowadays, the malware is customized every single time, or at least modified to the level that it doesn't meet the same IOCs that we see in the threat intelligence, different domains, different produced files, different hashes. And with that, you can have the malware still in your system and does not get brutalized. Its alerts doesn't get brutalized by the threat intelligence. With that, you need to add more context to your alerts. With orchestration tool or SOAR tool, security orchestration tool, you can make every alert or every alert with a specific severity go through an automated investigation process. With this process, it can detect what's happening on that system, add more context to the alert you are seeing. This investigation can be through other logs information, other information from different logs, or it can be through the machine itself, investigating the machine in depth, looking at different security artifacts through, let's say, a PowerShell automated script that collects information, analyzes them, and at the end, your security team is not getting just one log event or just one event they have to investigate further, but they're getting a full report. And this report can help them make a decision if they will investigate further, if they will skip the whole event, or they will contain and they will take action immediately. So let's recap what we're talking about. Log analysis faces two issues. The first is security controls cannot produce so much logs, and as well they have different bypasses because they are running in real time and they don't investigate further. With that, you need to have threat hunting process in place where it investigates beyond the security controls, investigate the machine itself with different tools and different artifacts that collects from this machine and directly investigating them. This is the first part. Second part and the second issue is that you have lots of alerts that your security team cannot get through. You need to brutalize your alerts through threat intelligence information, and as well you need to add a context to every alert. A context means a report of what's actually the state of this machine that is being reported as has something suspicious. Does it run? Does it have malicious activities? Does it has memory injection? If there's any suspicious other suspicious activities happening on this machine, and that can be done automatically through security orchestration tools. Hope that is useful. And before we finish this video, I want to tell you that we are actually in Maltrack, we are releasing very soon a tool, we call it Maltrack Hunter. It's a complete software on the cloud that does exactly help you with these 2 points. It does help you to perform more in-depth investigation in an automated way on lots of different machines in your system, while it collects so much of information from volatile, non-volatile data, process them, analyze them as there is a security analyst or a malware expert is sitting on this investigation, analyzing the artifacts, correlating all of them together, and give you a full report if this machine having any malicious activities or not. We translate that to meter attack. We show you a complete attack story. What is exactly happened on this system, step by step, with a timeline, what's exactly had happened, what's happening right now, and if there is any attack or not. This tool will help you perform threat hunting with more investigation, more in-depth threat hunting process, and as well it will help give a context to your alerts. You can use security orchestration to take every alert that's specific severity to automatically being investigated by Maltrack Hunter. So Maltrack Hunter can produce a complete report beside this alert to your security analyst to take an action immediately if it's needed to, or to investigate further, or to skip the whole alert altogether if the machine looks clean. At least this will help free lots of time for your security team and actually brutalize the alerts you have and make your team work on the response and taking action than spending lots of hours in the investigation process. You can schedule a demo through the link up there. schedule a demo with us. Let's chat about it. Let me explain to you what we can actually help you with. See what's use cases, what's the things you need to help with, and yeah, let's see how that goes. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this video, please follow up. We'll have different videos, different security advices and tips coming soon. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.